Hey everybody, welcome back. This is our part 2 Urban Assault Resistance campaign. We're going to handle 2 maps in this video. We're going to Surprise and Virgin Steel, it looks like. We'll probably start with Virgin Steel. Here we go. The Fox, fast ground to air capable, cheap. Hell yes, one of the best products from Stutz & Corp. Wish we had more in the early days. The Gorkovs zealously guard Virgin Steel as it includes the area's only power station. You absolutely must capture this power station in the northwest corner. Central Encryption believes that it has broken the Gorkovian power translation code, so you should be able to plug into its power after capture. Okay, immediately beam your host station there. We know that. All right. You'll notice. They did mention here at the very end, beware the dreaded Gorkovian fast turbine landcraft, the Speedy. These are quite annoying. Where are they? There they are. They are light tanks. We don't really have any air units right now. Foxes will dispatch them quite easily, but eventually they're quite tough to deal with. Alright, let's jump into it.
Host station system activated.
Gotta go to the northeast for that power station.
We have range on enemy tank.
Oh, there they are.
Enemy tank. Enemy destroyed. Enemy hostiles neutralized. Vector achieved. Request new orders. Guns up, let's move.
You notice all of our vehicles have this little panel here. It says what it is, our level of armor, 35%
Enemy
armor,
sector
which is
entered.
basically damage reduction. Our health, green is what we have. We have 66 health. Hold on a second. It has, you'll see a missile up here. This is our damage output.
We have enemy contact.
Under that's reload. Oh, there's the power station.
Hostiles neutralized.
Let's send everything that way.
We have enemy contact.
Produce a few more units.
We have range on enemy tango.
I'm sending them to a higher level of aggression. At 4, they will capture every territory on their route.
Guns up, let's move. We
But
have
bottom line, we
enemy
need
contact. We have range on enemy tango. Enemy acknowledged. Order confirmed. You have control. Power station.
There we go.
captured. Target acquired. Heavy casualty.
Tech upgrade section. We're going to go straight away for that if we can.
Light tanks online. Target acquired. Target acquired.
New vehicle technology upgrade captured.
The Jaguar, our first medium
Target
tank.
acquired.
Solid in ground combat.
Guns up, let's move. Vector achieved.
Oh,
Request new order.
hard to see, but you'll notice when we're building our units, whichever one we have selected, it'll say what it's good against. So our newest one, the Jaguar, costs 200 energy. Good versus conquering sectors, helicopters, tanks. So it's a good ground-to-ground unit.
Medium tank standing by. On our
Let's
way.
take a few more of these territories. We're already maxed out at 100%, so it really doesn't matter
Guns up, let's move.
taking more territories because we're getting the most power we can out of this one station.
Input required.
I always like to paint the map blue
Target
though.
acquired. Guns up, let's move. Guns up, let's move. Target acquired. Guns up, let's move. Target acquired. We have range. Enemy station sighted. Target acquired. We have enemy contact. Target acquired. We have enemy contact. Ground unit.
We probably have plenty of units to take this. I'm actually going to warp in the
Vector
host
achieved.
station,
Request new order.
I think, to help.
We have
That
range
far.
on
Host station under attack.
Let's get a little closer.
Host station under attack.
We just need to watch our health up here. If it gets too low, we need to be back.
Host station under attack.
There we go.
Order confirmed.
When I first started playing this, I would protect my host station. You can lock your health bar here, because all three kind of feed into each other. So when we build a unit, for instance, the Weasel 150, you'll see that instantly drops, and then these will drop too until they all even out. Then they all go up together.
Input required.
But I feel like you can kind of borrow this to help produce more units. So I always keep that unlocked. But anyways, when I first started playing, I'd keep that locked and never use my host station. Keep it far at the back. It is good. It's a good, I guess you call it, unit. You just got to be careful. You don't want it to be swarmed, otherwise you die and lose everything. We got a new vehicle out of this. Very good. Alright, surprise is the next one. Here we go.
Magnetosphere status. Myconian parasite, harvesting heat from the Earth's core at an alarming rate. Magnetic field damage critical. Enemy alert. An advancing force stands in our way. Tyrecasts, a fanatical human brotherhood. Technology has passed them by in their monastic isolation, but do not underestimate them. Battle zones. Outlying villages. Though their antiquated warcraft is slow and their weaponry primitive, Tyrecasts are unyielding attackers with extremely heavy armor. Eliminating biplanes, air zeppelins, and Leonid tanks may require multiple shell punctures. Exercise your air superiority against tanks with copter strikes. Activate all battle systems.
These guys are actually one of my favorite enemies. You can actually play as them. I might make a video to show you guys if anyone's interested in actually playing this game. It's free. There's a Discord channel and all the files and everything are there. You can download it for free. Let me know. I could do a video on that later sometime. I think after we do this campaign, we're definitely going to do our Tarkastan campaign. This is their host station. Eisenhans. These are basically medium tanks. We're right next to the Gorkovs. I freaking told them, but they didn't listen. Never enter battle at Twin Rocks. The Kovs have a special thing for that place. Post-death debrief. Sorry, but our entry coordinates are set for Twin Rocks, right next to the Gorkovs. You will see action immediately. Another problem, multiple Gorkovian host stations have been detected. Okay, so sometimes there's actually more than one. So we may kill this one, but there could be another one somewhere else. This is not a guarantee of everything that's on the map, basically. So we know there's a few things here, but there might be others. Okay, including the more powerful Tarantula 2, which can produce huge complements of Gargoyle 2s. Great. Central Air reports that a scout spy satellite can be captured as a technology. We'll need that. Look for the power source near you ASAP. Okay, here we go.
Host station destroyed.
Okay. We need to find the power station
Guns
quick.
up, let's move.
You'll notice we didn't capture all the red territory because they do have another host station somewhere.
Moving to intercept. Input required.
You guys go this way. Oh, that's the edge of the map.
Guns up,
Go
let's
north.
move. Guns up,
Capture
let's
territories as you go.
move. Guns up, let's move. We have range on enemy tango. Target acquired. Guns up, let's move. Order confirmed. Target acquired. That's a will comply. Radar contact with enemy station.
Enemy station.
Moving to intercept. Order confirmed. Acknowledged.
There it
That's
is.
a will comply. Target acquired.
Tier 4 power station.
That's a will comply.
We probably have enough
Moving to intercept.
of a force north to take the enemy power station, so, or host station.
Intercept. Moving to intercept. Guns up, let's move. Medium tanks are go.
Tarkons, Tarkastans. I'm gonna call them Tarkons for now.
Moving out.
They are probably up here somewhere. Early on, they mainly make tanks, so we're gonna mainly produce some medium
Power
tanks.
station captured.
Nice.
Enemy destroyed.
Okay, it should be enough to defend that. Let's try and take out the Gorkovs.
Input. Target acquired.
Jump in the squad leader here.
You have control.
You can hear him.
Enemy station sighted.
There he is. And he's full health.
Enemy sector entered. You have control.
The enemy host station will almost always shoot the
We have
squad
enemy
leader,
contact.
but he's not shooting me now. That's interesting. Oh, crap.
Host station destroyed.
You notice anytime you destroy a vehicle, we got the scout, by the way, it drops energy. You can pick that up. It'll increase our health if we're missing any, but it's only temporary, see it's already gone.
Welcome back.
Okay. We have yet to see the
Order
Tarkastans.
We have range on enemy tango.
Let's jump in the scout, see what's going on.
Enemy signature confirmed. Enemy signature confirmed.
Enemy sector.
Flak stations here. Couple tanks, couple scouts. I'm gonna park this guy up here.
Welcome back.
Tank squad losing ground. Moving to intercept. Order confirmed.
We're at 100%, which is good. So we don't really need to take more adjacent territories, but again, I do
We
like
have
map
enemy
control.
contact.
Because the AI will take
Enemy station.
it away from
Medium
you.
tank standing by. Enemy signature confirmed. Enemy destroyed. Vector achieved. Request new order.
Jump in the squad
You
leader.
have control.
This is kind of a double shot. Ooh, we need.
You have control.
I was gonna say we need energy.
We have enemy contact. We have enemy contact. Tank squad retreating.
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Weapons and shields recharged. Guns up, let's move. Medium tank stand.
They are not on a power station.
Moving out.
Armor technology upgrade captured.
And increase armor for the Fox. Fox is great versus helicopters, bombers, Weasel,
Input required.
mainly helicopters, somewhat against bombers, Jaguar again. This is pretty much our only solid anti-tank unit.
Medium tanks. Moving out.
We'll group everything up to make a push. You stay here.
That's a will comply. We have range on enemy tango. Hostiles neutralized. Medium tanks are go. Enemy destroyed. On our way. Medium
I'm
tanks
playing this with
are
just
go.
mouse and keyboard.
Input required.
We had gotten a joystick many years ago when I first got this game. You can play it with a joystick, but I've always been kind of a mouse
Medium
keyboard
tanks
guy.
standing by. On our way. Guns up, let's move.
Should be more than enough.
Sector achieved. Request new orders. Moving to intercept.
Cap territories along the way. We got 28 units. That should be plenty. Jump in.
You have control. Enemy sector entered. Enemy signature confirmed. We have enemy contact. Enemy tango retreat. Enemy destroyed.
Weasels are not the best first tanks.
Hostiles neutralized.
You can kind of hide. Oh, I was gonna say you can hide behind things.
Enemy sector entered.
The AI will always shoot center mass.
You have control.
You'll notice this has a different attack compared to the
Enemy signature confirmed.
Gorfkov station.
You have control. Enemy signature confirmed.
Key sector captured. Key sector captured. Enemy post station
There we go.
destroyed.
Moving out.
Move everything to the beam gate.
Moving to intercept.
Again, I always like to double check the map. We don't have everything. Anything that's not blue or any other color is neutral, basically. You can also see here on the box outline. Just make sure we hadn't missed anything. Some of these maps are absolutely massive. And I'm just scanning basically this for anything. Should be just the 2 tech sectors though.
Input required.
Beam gate open. Welcome back.
There we go.
Sector achieved. Request new order.
The scout's very important. We need that to find other power stations. Another pretty fairly easy game though. Definitely gets harder. Let's do one more. So you're offering me life everlasting in the host station memory bank, right? It's a deal. If you just erase everything I saw in Dark Valley. Okay. It's not very encouraging. Everyone's pulling for us. The Gorkovs have turned this once industrialized area into weapons manufacturing region. You must destroy the powers. Okay, they do have a power station to the north and stop their production of new weapons. Okay. There is a Stützen bomb. These are bombs placed on the map, and if you control all the key areas, the bomb will, a timer will start counting down, and it basically will destroy everything except you. However, if the enemy controls it, it'll destroy everything but them, so that'll be a priority target. Destroying all enemies and buildings in the region with a single shockwave has been activated somewhere in the region. It will detonate and destroy all of your forces unless you deactivate it. You must proceed north to find the Stützen trigger sector, and then conquer it to stop the bomb's countdown. The probability is 89.2% that you'll encounter speedy platoons and the ferocious dual-prop Gargoyle 3 bomber copter. Okay, that's new. Fortunately, we will beam into battle just south of 2 of our own power stations, okay? Though they still need to be captured. Here we go.
Host station systems activated.
Moving out. Medium tank standing by.
Those are not speedies. Those are heavier tanks.
Moving out. Moving to intercept. Moving to intercept.
They have the Stützen bomb. We need to take it. At least hold this point.
Input required.
Before that counts down to 0. I'm gonna start capturing some territory with you.
Power station captured. That's a will comply. You have control.
Stützen bomb stopped.
Now you'll see the timer's just frozen. We actually have to take all the sectors to basically
ICAM
take control of it.
input.
Enemy signature confirmed.
Yep, those are called heavy tanks.
Enemy sector entered.
Welcome back.
Enemy signature confirmed.
We need to get over here quick.
Hostiles neutralized. That's a will comply. Moving to intercept. That's a will comply.
You'll see in the white we have blue's basically power we have available. The white is potential if we capture enough territories. So we got to get that
We have enemy contact.
much higher. Capture along the way.
That's a will comply. Medium tanks are go. Moving to intercept. Moving to intercept. Moving to intercept. Target acquired. Enemy
There's the
signature
Gargoyle 3
confirmed.
dual chopper.
We
Dual
have
rotor chopper.
enemy contact.
Drops bombs instead of shoots
Enemy
missiles.
destroyed.
Very deadly versus tanks.
We have enemy contact. Moving to intercept. Enemy signature confirmed. Guns up, let's move. That's a will comply. That's a will comply. Medium tank, that's a will comply. Moving to intercept. That's a will comply.
Expanding nicely.
That's a will comply.
Now, even though if they have a power station,
Input required.
if we can take most of their territories, they'll have very little to no production.
We have enemy contact. That's a will comply. Hostiles neutralized.
Keep taking these neutral territories as
On our
well.
way. That's a will comply. On our way. Enemy signature confirmed. Power station captured. Power station captured.
Now, if we want, we can warp to any of these free of charge.
Enemy signature confirmed. Hostiles neutralized. We have enemy contact. Enemy contact.
Power station lost. Welcome back.
Input required.
Sometimes I will beam ahead, produce some troops, and beam back.
Power station captured.
You notice our power went way down because we're only on a tier 2. The nice thing about these together,
Request new orders.
whichever sector the host station is on, you will get energy from everything in the adjacent area, so we're actually getting benefit from both of those.
Hostiles neutralized. Moving to intercept. Moving out. On our way. Moving to intercept. That's a will comply. We have enemy contact.
Start tightening the noose here.
Signature confirmed. Hostile. We have enemy contact. We have range on enemy tangos. Moving out. Moving to intercept. That's a will comply. You have control. Input required. Enemy tank hostile. Enemy signature confirmed. Moving to intercept. Tank squad retreating. That's a will comply. We have enemy.
Power station under attack.
Moving on. We
Nope,
have
meant to do
enemy
this.
contact.
Power station under attack.
Enemy tango retreating. We have enemy contact. Enemy signature confirmed.
Still got this whole part of the map left.
We have enemy contact. Vector achieved. We have range on enemy tangos. Target acquired. On our way. We have enemy contact. That's a will comply. We have enemy contact.
Armor technology upgrade captured.
Increased armor for the Jaguar.
Enemy destroyed. That's a will comply. We have enemy contact. Input required. Guns up, let's move. That's a will enemy signature.
Making a little mistake by only putting Jaguars by themselves against the air units.
Enemy tank.
Probably need to throw in some
destroyed.
more weasels.
Power station lost.
Enemy destroyed. Order confirmed. Enemy
Let's get
destroyed.
another scout, see what's going on.
We have enemy contact. Enemy signature confirmed.
There's no limit to how many units you can produce.
Input required. Hostile.
Just on how fast you can based on the power you have.
Captured. Order confirmed. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. That's a will. We have range on enemy tangos. Ground units request. Heavy casualties. Lost three. We have enemy contact. We have enemy contact. Moving out. Heavy casualties. Lost
We're getting close.
Target acquired. We have range on enemy tango. Ground units request fire. We have range on enemy tango. Enemy sector. Enemy tango. Hostiles neutralized. You have enemy. Hostiles neutralized. We have range on enemy tango. Tank squadron. We have range on enemy tango. Input. Moving on. Hostiles neutralized. Order confirmed. Order confirmed. We have enemy contact.
Another
Input
tech sector
required.
there.
We have range on enemy tango. We have range on enemy tango. Enemy sector entered.
Barely dodged the bombs there.
Upgrade captured.
Enemy sector entered.
Armor for the scouts, it's kind of useless because they're so weak anyways.
Upgrade captured.
This is an upgrade to our host station defense.
We have enemy contact. Enemy station sighted.
Here's a Stinson bomb.
Bomb activated.
Okay,
Enemy casualties.
we actually got it under our control now. Sometimes there's more than... I think, let's see, there's the one there
Enemy
and
signature
the one up
confirmed.
here that we currently control.
Hostiles neutralized.
Nope, they took it back.
Hostiles neutralized. Enemy tango retreating. Hostile order confirmed. Moving out. Moving out. Guns up, let's move. On our way. Input required. Enemy signature confirmed. Enemy destroyed.
I'll show you guys what the Stinson
You
bomb
have
looks like.
control.
Basically, a much larger version of what you just saw. You can actually drive through it. It cannot be destroyed. It can only be detonated.
We have enemy contact.
We'll try and do that, actually.
We have enemy contact. Hostiles neutralized.
That's what we will try and do to win.
Guns up, let's move.
I am request.
On our way. Hostiles neutralized. Enemy signature confirmed.
Power station lost.
Enemy destroyed.
I'm shooting the ground as I go to try and take more of the territories along the way.
Ground units request
Ah, speedies.
station capture.
Oh,
Hostiles
let's do this.
Power station under attack.
Enemy signature confirmed. We have enemy contact.
Get some anti-air.
Target acquired. We have enemy contact.
And we'll go back and get more energy.
Input required. Guns up, let's move. We have enemy contact.
There it is.
Guns up, let's move. Enemy tangled. Enemy destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
That's not good. See how annoying those things are? Ah, hell, let's just get this thing counting again.
Strengthen.
Gotta be careful not to drive under those.
Activated.
There we go.
Stop. Strengthen. Bomb activated. Strengthen. Bomb activated. Strengthen.
Lord.
Stopped.
244, it's gonna take forever. We gotta
Vector achieved.
take more map
Request new
control.
order. Light acknowledged.
They're producing too many units.
We have range on enemy tango. Input required.
They're still producing mostly air, so we're gonna go a little heavier on the
Post station
weasels
under
and
attack.
foxes.
We have range on enemy tango. We have enemy contact. Enemy
Get a little closer to help the troops.
We have enemy contact. Enemy tango retreating. Input required. Order confirmed. Vessel will comply. Enemy we have enemy contact. Enemy destroyed. Order confirmed. Tank.
Power station lost.
We have power station captured. Target acquired.
Power station under attack.
We have range on enemy tango. Light acknowledged. Ground units request fire support. We have enemy contact. Enemy station sighted.
Okay, there it is.
Enemy destroyed. We have enemy contact.
I'd like to get up
Enemy
here.
signature confirmed. Vessel will comply. We have enemy contact. Order. Enemy signature confirmed.
They are literally right next to the Stetson bomb, so it may be tough
Hostiles neutralized. Vessel will comply.
to actually take it. Because inadvertently, they're shooting at me when I'm in there trying to take it, and they keep resetting it to their ownership.
Post station under attack.
Input required.
How's he going?
ICAM request input.
Light tank. Order confirmed. Acknowledged.
Okay.
We have enemy contact. Enemy tank. Hostiles neutralized.
You can hear the enemy host station.
Moving to intercept. Hostiles. Guns up. Let's move.
Battle raging on in the middle.
Guns up, we have enemy contact. Moving to intercept. Guns up, we have enemy contact. Target acquired. We have enemy contact.
Okay, I got an idea. I'm going to attempt to destroy their power station here.
We have enemy contact.
Their host station is going to start shooting at me, but if I get behind their power station, they're going to try and shoot through it. Actually, hitting their own station. Unless that guy kills me. You'll see the more we shoot at it, it starts to lose these tiers here. The Weasel's not the best vehicle for this, but might as well tell them to take that. Okay. I can still show you the bomb. We own everything. One thing to keep in mind, it'll destroy literally every building, including power stations, so we don't yet have the technology to build power stations, but if the bomb ever goes off, and let's say you have no units left, but you want to build units afterwards, you might need a power station, so save your energy until the bomb goes off, plop down a power station, build your units, send them in the warp gate, beam gate. Alright, I'm going to travel quickly to the bomb. When the bomb's activated, you'll see the energy around it. Oh, we got a minute 22.
Beam gate full. Beam gate full.
35 seconds. Now, it's pretty cool, but bear in mind, it's an old game. Old game. I think, I don't know exactly, maybe, it was mid-90s, I think, when this was made. Here we go.
Beam gate Studson. Bomb triggered.
I thought this was the coolest thing growing up. Terrifying to be on the receiving end. Again, it won't destroy you or any of your entities. Well, it will buildings, but none of your drones or your power station, unless the enemy sets it off. And you'll notice all the buildings being destroyed here. Here's a better look at our power station with turrets. 3 on the top, 1 on the bottom. We will tell it to beam out. This is honestly one of my favorite parts. Pretty methodical progression north. Essentially, especially at the end, they had not enough sectors to produce energy. Yes, they had the power station, but you have to have territory to boost the output. Got some armor and increased weapon damage for our host station turret. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Next, we'll take on a few more maps and keep progressing. Thank you very much for watching.